Pisces, someone is obsessed with you right now, and I'm talking about 47 thoughts per day about you specifically. I just pulled the most shocking card and my hands are literally trembling because this person's mental energy toward you is so intense, it's showing up in the cosmic field like a blazing fire. Everyone thinks obsession is always romantic, but actually what I'm seeing here is something so much more complex and powerful. The Devil card just flew out of my deck, and this is absolutely not what I expected for this reading. This person isn't just casually thinking about you. They are mentally chained to thoughts of you in a way that's consuming their daily life. But here's the twist that's going to blow your mind. This obsession is actually liberating them from something they've been stuck in for months. I'm getting chills because within the next 18 days, this person's obsessive thoughts about you are going to drive them to make a move that will completely change both of your lives. The energy around this is so thick I can barely breathe, and I have 2 more cards that reveal exactly who this is and what they're planning to do about these overwhelming feelings. But first, let me tell you what the Devil card is really showing us about this person's secret thoughts. This isn't your typical crush energy or simple attraction. This person thinks about you when they wake up, while they're eating lunch, during meetings, before they fall asleep. You have become their mental escape from everything that feels boring or limiting in their current reality. The Devil represents obsession, yes, but it also represents breaking free from chains and limitations. This person's thoughts about you are so intense because you represent freedom to them. You represent possibility, excitement, spiritual depth, emotional authenticity. Everything they feel is missing from their current situation. What's fascinating about the Devil appearing first is that it's showing us this person feels both trapped by their thoughts of you and liberated through their thoughts of you. They might be in a relationship, job, or life situation that feels suffocating, and thinking about you is the only thing that makes them feel alive and hopeful. I'm getting that this person has actual conversations with you in their mind. They imagine telling you things they've never told anyone else. They picture scenarios where they confess their feelings, where you two run away together, where you save them from their mundane reality. These aren't just fleeting thoughts. These are elaborate mental movies they replay over and over. The chains in the Devil card represent the mental obsession, but they also represent the current limitations this person feels trapped by. Their obsessive thoughts about you aren't just about wanting you romantically, they're about wanting the life they imagine they could have with you. You represent transformation, adventure, spiritual growth, authentic connection. This person might be checking your social media multiple times a day, looking for signs and synchronicities that involve you, interpreting every interaction as having deeper meaning. They might be losing sleep because their mind won't stop creating scenarios and conversations with you. The Devil energy is that intense, all-consuming mental fixation. But here's what's really interesting about the Devil in this context. This card often appears when someone is about to break free from their limitations. This person's obsession with you is actually the catalyst that's going to help them escape whatever situation has been holding them back. You're not just the object of their obsession, you're their inspiration for revolution. The Devil is ruled by Capricorn, which means this obsession has a very practical, goal-oriented component. This person isn't just fantasizing about you, they're making actual plans. They're thinking strategically about how to get closer to you, how to create opportunities for deeper connection, how to position themselves as someone you would want to be with. I'm getting that this person sees you as their destiny. They believe the universe brought you into their awareness for a specific purpose. Every synchronicity, every brief interaction, every mutual friend or connection feels like cosmic confirmation that you two are meant to be together in some significant way. The sexual and passionate energy of the Devil is definitely present here too. This person has intense physical fantasies about you, but it goes deeper than just attraction. They imagine the spiritual and emotional connection that would accompany physical intimacy with you. They see you as someone who could match their deepest desires and hidden needs. Now I need to pull the next card to see who this person actually is and how close they are to your current reality. Incredible! The Queen of Wands just appeared, and this is revealing so much about this person's identity. This is someone with fire energy, someone confident, creative, passionate, and probably in a position of some kind of authority or influence in their field. But here's the shock. This Queen of Wands energy is telling us this person is someone you might have overlooked or dismissed as just a friend or acquaintance. The Queen of Wands represents someone who is naturally magnetic, charismatic, and used to getting what they want, but their obsession with you has completely thrown them off their usual confident game. You've awakened something in this fire energy person that they didn't even know existed within them. This person is probably successful, attractive, and normally very direct about going after what they want, but with you, they're being uncharacteristically careful, strategic, even a little insecure. The Queen of Wands energy suggests this is someone who could have almost anyone they want, but they're fixated specifically on you because you represent something unique and irreplaceable. I'm getting that this Queen of Wands person sees you as their perfect match, their spiritual twin, their missing piece. They might be in a position where they interact with many people, but none of those people make them feel the way you do. You've awakened their deepest, most authentic self, and now they can't imagine being with anyone else. The wand in this card represents creative and sexual energy, and this person is channeling their obsessive thoughts about you into creative projects, work achievements, or personal transformation. They're using their mental fixation on you as fuel to become a better, more accomplished, more attractive version of themselves. The Queen of Wands is also telling us this person is taking action on their obsession. They're not just sitting around fantasizing, they're actively working to improve their situation so they can approach you from a position of strength. They might be getting in better shape, advancing their career, developing new skills, or working on personal growth specifically to become someone worthy of your attention. The sunflower in many Queen of Wands cards represents devotion and loyalty. This person's obsession with you has awakened a level of devotion they've never felt before. They see you as their sun, their source of light and inspiration. Even if you're not currently close, they feel spiritually connected to you in a way that feels fated and undeniable. This Queen of Wands energy suggests this person is someone from your extended social or professional circle, maybe someone you've met through friends, work, social events, or online communities. They might be someone you've had brief but memorable conversations with, someone who made an impression on you even if you didn't think much about it afterward. The confident exterior of the Queen of Wands is masking some vulnerability when it comes to you. This person might seem like they have it all together, but their thoughts about you reveal deeper longings for authentic connection, spiritual partnership, and emotional intimacy that they don't usually allow themselves to want or need. I'm getting that this person studies you from a distance. They pay attention to your interests, your values, your communication style, your energy patterns. They're building a complete mental profile of who you are and what would make you happy. The Queen of Wands approaches everything strategically, and their approach to you is no different. The cat, often shown with the Queen of Wands, represents intuition and psychic ability. This person has strong intuitive hits about you and your compatibility. They might feel like they can predict your moods, understand your needs, or sense your energy even when you're not physically present. This psychic connection is part of what's fueling their obsession. Now, let me see what this person is planning to do about these intense feelings. Wow! The Two of Cups just jumped out, and this is absolutely perfect because it's revealing that this person's obsessive thoughts are leading them toward attempting to create a deep, mutual connection with you. The Two of Cups represents partnership, mutual attraction, and emotional bonding, and it's showing us that all this mental energy they're directing toward you is building up to a moment of genuine connection. But here's what makes this Two of Cups appearance so significant after the Devil and Queen of Wands. This person believes they can transform their obsessive mental energy into a real, balanced, healthy relationship with you. They're not content to just fantasize forever. They want to create something real. The Two of Cups shows two people offering each other cups, which represents emotional exchange, mutual giving and receiving, equal partnership. This person's secret thoughts about you aren't just selfish or one-sided. They're imagining how they could contribute to your happiness, support your dreams, enhance your life experience. This card is telling us that within the next few weeks, this person is going to find a way to create more direct contact with you. They might reach out with a seemingly casual message, invite you to something, or engineer a situation where you'll spend more time together. But behind this seemingly spontaneous outreach is months of mental planning and emotional preparation. The caduceus symbol that sometimes appears above the Two of Cups represents healing and transformation. This person believes that connecting with you more deeply will be healing for both of you. They see you as someone who can help them become their best self, and they genuinely want to support your growth and happiness in return. I'm getting that this person has imagined countless conversations with you where they reveal their true thoughts and feelings. They've mentally rehearsed how they would tell you about their interests, what they would say to convince you to give them a chance, how they would respond to different reactions from you. The Two of Cups represents soul recognition, that feeling of meeting someone and immediately knowing they're significant in your life. This person had that experience with you, and their obsessive thoughts are their mind's way of trying to understand and integrate that soul recognition. They know you're important to their spiritual path, even if the exact nature of that importance isn't clear yet. What's beautiful about the Two of Cups following the Devil and Queen of Wands is that it shows this person's obsession evolving into something healthier and more balanced. The Devil showed the intense mental fixation. The Queen of Wands showed their confident, action-oriented approach. Now the Two of Cups is showing their desire to transform all that energy into genuine mutual connection. This person's secret thoughts about you include elaborate fantasies about your first real date, your first kiss, your first deep conversation, meeting each other's families, traveling together, building a life together. But they're not just fantasy, they're visualization and manifestation work. This person is energetically creating the foundation for a real relationship. The equal height of the two figures in the Two of Cups indicates this person sees you as their equal and wants a partnership based on mutual respect and admiration. Despite their obsessive thoughts, they don't want to possess or control you. They want to complement and enhance your life while allowing you to do the same for theirs. I'm getting that this person might start showing up in your life more frequently, seemingly by coincidence. They might happen to be at events you attend, reach out about shared interests, or find reasons to be helpful or supportive. These aren't random occurrences. They're carefully orchestrated opportunities for deeper connection. The Two of Cups also represents the blending of masculine and feminine energies, conscious and unconscious minds, practical and spiritual approaches to life. This person sees you as someone who could help them integrate all aspects of themselves into a more complete, authentic person. But I need to see what challenges or obstacles this person perceives in their path to connecting with you. Fascinating. The Seven of Swords just appeared, and this is revealing the complex mental games this person is playing around their obsession with you. This card represents strategy, deception, and mental complexity, and it's showing us that this person's approach to you involves some level of secrecy or indirect action. The Seven of Swords suggests this person is being very careful and strategic about how they reveal their feelings. They might be in a situation where direct approach feels too risky, so they're using more subtle, indirect methods to get closer to you and gauge your interest. But here's what's really intriguing about this card. It's showing us that this person might be keeping their obsession secret, not just from you, but from other people in their life. They might have a public image or current relationship situation that makes their intense feelings for you feel inappropriate or complicated. The figure in the Seven of Swords is carrying away swords, which represent thoughts and communication. This person is literally stealing moments to think about you, finding secretive ways to learn more about you, maybe even checking your social media from anonymous accounts or asking mutual friends about you without revealing their true motives. This card is telling us that part of this person's obsessive thoughts involve strategizing about timing, approach, and circumstances. They're not just fantasizing about being with you, They're mentally calculating the best way to make that fantasy a reality without jeopardizing their current situation or risking rejection. The Seven of Swords can indicate someone who feels they need to be sneaky or indirect because direct action feels too vulnerable or risky. This person might be afraid that revealing the intensity of their feelings would scare you away, so they're planning a more gradual, strategic approach to building connection. I'm getting that this person might be gathering information about your relationship status, your interests, your schedule, your social circle, not in a stalker way, but in a strategic way. They want to understand your world so they can find natural ways to become more involved in it. The mental energy of the Seven of Swords suggests this person spends a lot of time thinking about potential obstacles to being with you and how to overcome them. They might be mentally rehearsing conversations, planning scenarios, anticipating problems, and preparing solutions. This card can also indicate that this person might be being somewhat deceptive about their current situation. Maybe they're in a relationship they're planning to leave, or maybe they've been downplaying their interest in you while they figure out the best approach. The Seven of Swords suggests some level of information they're keeping hidden. What's interesting about the Seven of Swords appearing here is that it shows this person's obsession has a very practical, strategic component. They're not just lost in romantic fantasy. They're actively planning and scheming about how to transform their feelings into reality. The swords in this card represent the mental energy and analytical thinking this person is putting into their obsession with you. They're analyzing every interaction, looking for signs of mutual interest, studying your behavior patterns, trying to understand what would attract and keep your attention. The Seven of Swords can indicate someone who feels they need to be clever or cunning to get what they want. This person might feel like they need to outsmart or outmaneuver some kind of competition or obstacle to win your affection. They see pursuing you as a complex game that requires strategy and patience. But here's the deeper meaning of the Seven of Swords in this reading. It's showing us that this person's secretive approach is actually about protecting something precious to them. Their feelings for you are so intense and valuable that they're afraid of damaging them through clumsy or premature action. Now let me see what this person's ultimate intention is regarding their obsession with you. Absolutely mind-blowing. The Wheel of Fortune just appeared, and this is revealing that this person sees their obsession with you as a destiny that's about to unfold. This is one of the most powerful cards in the deck, and it's telling us that this person believes their intense feelings for you are part of a larger cosmic plan that's about to come to fruition. The Wheel of Fortune represents fate, destiny, major life changes, and divine timing. This person's obsessive thoughts about you aren't just random attraction. They genuinely believe you were brought into their awareness at this specific time for a reason. They see their intense feelings as cosmic confirmation that something significant is about to shift in both of your lives. What gives me chills about this card appearing here is that it suggests this person's obsession is actually accurate intuition about your shared destiny. The Wheel of Fortune doesn't just represent what people hope will happen, it represents what the universe is actually orchestrating to happen. The wheel itself represents cycles, and this person believes they're at the end of one major life cycle and about to begin another, with you as a central figure in that new chapter. They see their current situation, whatever it is, as temporary and transitional. They believe their real life, their true path, begins when they successfully connect with you. I'm getting that this person has been going through a period of major life changes, upheavals, maybe even losses or endings. Their obsession with you emerged during this transitional time because their soul recognizes you as part of their next evolutionary phase. You represent hope, new beginnings, spiritual growth, and authentic happiness. The four symbols on the Wheel of Fortune represent the four elements and the four fixed signs of the zodiac. This person sees you as someone who could help them integrate all aspects of themselves and all areas of their life. They don't just want to date you. They want to build a complete life with you that honors both your individual natures and your combined potential. The Sphinx at the top of the wheel represents wisdom and mystery. This person is obsessed not just with who you are now, but with who you could become together. They sense depths in you that maybe even you don't fully recognize yet, and they want to be part of your journey of self-discovery and actualization. The Wheel of Fortune is telling us that this person's timing for approaching you more directly is about to align perfectly with cosmic forces. Within the next month, circumstances are going to shift in a way that creates natural opportunities for deeper connection. This isn't going to require force or manipulation. The universe is going to orchestrate the perfect moments. What's incredible about this card is that it represents success. The Wheel of Fortune suggests that this person's obsessive thoughts and strategic planning are actually going to pay off. Their intense focus on you is going to manifest as real connection and mutual attraction. The angel, eagle, lion, and bull on the wheel represent different types of spiritual energy and life lessons. This person sees connecting with you as an opportunity to experience all forms of love: physical passion, emotional intimacy, mental compatibility, and spiritual partnership. They're obsessed with you because they recognize you as someone who could fulfill them on every level. I'm getting that this person has been asking the universe for signs about whether to pursue you more directly, and they've been receiving confirmation through synchronicities, dreams, intuitive hits, and meaningful coincidences. The Wheel of Fortune suggests their prayers and questions are about to be answered in a very concrete way. The Wheel of Fortune also represents karma and the law of attraction. This person believes their intense positive thoughts about you are magnetically drawing you into their life. They see their obsession as a form of manifestation work that's building energetic bridges between you. But now, I need to see what role you play in all of this cosmic orchestration. Stunning! The Empress just appeared, and I am getting emotional because this card is revealing that you are the divine feminine energy this person has been seeking their entire life. The Empress represents creativity, abundance, nurturing, and the goddess archetype, and this person sees you as the embodiment of everything they've been missing spiritually and emotionally. The Empress is telling us that in this person's obsessive thoughts, you're not just another potential romantic partner, you are the queen they want to serve, honor, and worship. They see you as someone who could help them access their own creative power, emotional depth, and spiritual abundance. You represent everything fertile, beautiful, and life-giving in their imagination. What's absolutely beautiful about the Empress appearing here is that it shows this person's obsession with you is actually about recognizing your power. They're not obsessed with you because they want to control or possess you. They're obsessed because they recognize your divine feminine energy, and they want to support, celebrate, and be blessed by it. The crown of stars on the Empress represents higher consciousness and spiritual connection. This person sees you as someone who could elevate their consciousness, expand their spiritual awareness, and help them connect with higher realms of existence. In their obsessive thoughts, being with you would be like gaining access to cosmic wisdom and divine love. I'm getting that this person sees you as incredibly creative and life-giving. Whether or not you consider yourself particularly artistic, they see you as someone who brings beauty, inspiration, and positive energy wherever you go. They might imagine supporting your creative projects, being your muse, or collaborating with you on meaningful work. The lush garden in the Empress card represents abundance and fertility. This person's obsessive thoughts often involve imagining the abundant, beautiful life you could create together. They see you as someone who could help them manifest prosperity, emotional richness, and spiritual fulfillment. You represent the possibility of having everything they've ever wanted. The wheat at the Empress's feet represents harvest and the fruits of patient cultivation. This person understands that winning your heart and building a relationship with you would require time, patience, and consistent effort. But they're willing to put in that work, because they see you as the ultimate harvest, the greatest prize they could achieve. The Empress is ruled by Venus, the planet of love, beauty, and attraction. This person's obsession with you has a strong aesthetic component. They find you physically beautiful, but they also find your energy, your essence, your way of being in the world absolutely gorgeous. They see you as art come to life. What moves me about the Empress in this reading is that it shows this person doesn't just want to be with you, they want to serve your highest good. They imagine ways they could make your life easier, more beautiful, more abundant. Their obsessive thoughts include elaborate fantasies about spoiling you, supporting your dreams, and helping you shine even brighter. The flowing water near the Empress represents emotional flow and intuitive connection. This person believes you two would have incredible emotional and psychic compatibility. They imagine conversations that flow effortlessly, understanding each other without words, feeling emotionally safe and nourished in each other's presence. I'm getting that this person sees you as maternal or nurturing in some way, not necessarily in a literal sense, but in terms of emotional warmth and care. They might feel like you could heal old wounds, provide emotional security, or help them feel truly loved and accepted for who they are. The Empress represents the creative force of the universe, and this person sees you as someone who could help them tap into their own creative and manifestation abilities. They believe that together you could create something beautiful and meaningful, whether that's a relationship, a family, artistic collaborations, or a shared mission. Members have been messaging me all week about feeling this exact Empress energy around someone. The universe is literally highlighting divine feminine power right now, and if you want to understand how this applies to your specific situation, you know where to find me. But now I need to pull one final card to see what this person is going to do about all these intense feelings and cosmic recognitions. Incredible! The King of Pentacles just appeared, and this is the perfect completion to this reading. After seeing the Empress representing how this person views you, the King of Pentacles is showing us exactly what they're planning to offer you and how they're going to approach you as a mature, successful, stable partner. The King of Pentacles represents material success, financial stability, and the ability to provide security and luxury. This person isn't just obsessed with you on an emotional or spiritual level. They're actively working to become someone who can offer you real, tangible benefits and improvements to your life quality. What's fascinating about the King of Pentacles appearing as the final card is that it shows this person's obsession with you has motivated them to level up in every practical area of their life. They've been using their intense feelings for you as fuel to achieve greater success, build wealth, improve their living situation, and establish themselves as someone worthy of your attention. The throne in this card represents achievement and authority. This person is working toward a position of strength and stability specifically so they can approach you with confidence. They want to be able to offer you security, comfort, and the ability to pursue your own dreams without financial stress or practical concerns. I'm getting that this person has been making concrete plans about how they could support your lifestyle, contribute to your goals, and provide practical value in your life. The King of Pentacles doesn't just offer love and companionship, they offer resources, opportunities, connections, and material support. The pentacles surrounding this king represent different areas of material success, career advancement, property ownership, investment growth, business development. This person's obsessive thoughts about you include detailed fantasies about sharing these achievements with you and using their resources to enhance your happiness. What moves me about the King of Pentacles is that it represents mature love. This person isn't just infatuated with you. They're thinking long-term about building a stable, secure, prosperous life together. They see you as worth investing in, worth working for, worth building an empire to impress and support. The bull, often associated with the King of Pentacles, represents determination and persistence. This person isn't going to give up easily on their feelings for you. They're willing to play the long game, to work steadily toward their goals, to prove their worthiness through consistent action, rather than just words or grand gestures. The King of Pentacles also represents someone who has learned to balance all aspects of life successfully. This person sees connecting with you as the missing piece that would complete their success. They have achievement, resources, and stability. Now they want to share it all with someone they consider equally valuable and accomplished. I'm getting that this person might be planning to approach you through offering practical help, business opportunities, career connections, or financial support. The King of Pentacles expresses love through generous, practical action rather than just emotional declarations. The grapes and coins in this card represent abundance and harvest. This person believes they've reached a point in their life where they have plenty to share, and they want to share it specifically with you. Their obsession has motivated them to create the kind of life they think would attract and keep someone of your caliber. What's beautiful about this entire reading, Pisces, is that it shows someone's obsession with you is actually elevating them. The Devil showed the intensity. The Queen of Wands showed their confident action. The Two of Cups revealed their desire for mutual connection. The Seven of Swords showed their strategic approach. The Wheel of Fortune revealed the cosmic timing. The Empress showed how they see your divine nature. And now the King of Pentacles is showing how they're transforming themselves into someone worthy of your energy. This person isn't just thinking about you obsessively. They're using those thoughts as motivation to become the best possible version of themselves. They see you as their inspiration for success, their reason to level up, their motivation to build something beautiful and abundant. The comments are going absolutely insane, and I can feel the energy building around this. Type obsessed if someone has been on your mind constantly, because this energy is mutual and building towards something incredible. Within the next 21 days, this person is going to make a move that combines emotional sincerity with practical value. They're not going to approach you empty-handed or unprepared. They're going to come to you from a position of strength, offering real benefits and genuine long-term potential. Your Pisces intuition has probably been picking up on this energy already. You might have noticed someone paying extra attention to you, showing up in your life more frequently, or offering help and support in unexpected ways. Trust those intuitive hits. Your psychic abilities are confirming what the cards are revealing. This person's obsession with you is about to transform into decisive action. They've been building up courage, resources, and the perfect approach. The cosmic timing is aligning perfectly, and something beautiful and abundant is about to manifest in your love life. Subscribe now, because this energy is just beginning, and I'm going to be tracking exactly how this divine masculine energy pursues divine feminine power. Your love story is being written in the stars right now, and you do not want to miss what happens next. If you want deeper insights into how this specific person is going to approach you, you know where to find me.